Let's look at some cases that demonstrate the value of sales and operations planning. We worked with a supplier of automotive components. The president of the division was new to the position and could not understand why, with 15,000 components, he continually heard that they were short a few items and therefore couldn't complete a production run. He also knew that his division suffered from excess inventory, yet customers were generally unhappy with delivery performance. He wanted to know how we could help.
We began by giving him an analogy. If he were introduced to 15,000 people in a stadium, would he be able to remember all their names? Naturally, the answer was no. It is equally difficult to control that many components. Perhaps it would be easier to control the 120 finished goods items they shipped. So we asked the president, if he invited 120 people into a large meeting room, would he be able to remember all their names? Again, we agreed that this was still too many people for any person to remember. So it is in trying to manage that many products.
However, the client had 4 product families: alternators, starter motors, wiper motors, and ignition coils. To complete the analogy, we asked the president if we brought 4 people into his office, would he be able to remember 4 names? The answer was yes. The smaller number was easier to work with. It could be managed and controlled.
The same with automotive components. Instead of thinking of them as 15,000 individual units, think of them in larger aggregate. The goal for the company was to understand demand for each product family, plan supply accordingly, get everyone to agree to the plan, and communicate that plan to the master production scheduler. The master scheduler could then take the rate of production for each family and divide it into the mix of end item products needed to ship. The system would explode the bill of material and plan the 15,000 components to support the detail plan. Finally, we would measure our performance and provide the executive management team with the results every month.
A comment here for executive management. Please think about the leverage you have in providing control from so few product families.